A number of articles used by man in the past still exist. They are known as historical remains. Besides ancient coins and artifacts of day-to-day use, they include forts, caves, stupas, and stone inscriptions. Customs, traditions, folk literature, folk arts, and historical documents also help us to understand history. All these are known as sources of history. Sources of history are of three types: material sources, written sources, and oral sources. Let us begin with material sources. During the Stone Age, man used tools and weapons made of stone. In the later period, he used copper, bronze, iron, and other metals to make his weapons and tools or implements. We can learn about the technological progress made by man by observing the improvements in his tools and weapons. Ancient artifacts, buildings, caves, temples give us important information about their respective periods. Some of the historical remains are found buried under the ground due to earthquakes, floods, or other reasons. Scientific methods are used to dig them out intact. This is known as archaeological excavation. The excavated remains are studied using scientific methods. Archaeology is the science of the study of ancient remains. We can guess the period to which ancient artifacts like earthen pots belong by studying the shapes, colors, designs, and thickness of their pieces. The ornaments and other artifacts throw light on social interrelationships. We learn about people's diet from the remains of food grains, seeds, and bones of animals found in the excavations. The remains of houses and buildings built by man during different historical periods are found in excavations. Coins and seals are found. All these give us some information about human activities and the stages of progress made by mankind. All these are called material sources. Next is written sources. The inscriptions on the walls of temples and caves, the inscriptions on stone or copper plates, pots, unbaked bricks, etc. are included in written sources. Initially, man used pointed reeds to write on unbaked bricks, bhurjapatra, tadpatra, papyrus sheets, etc. He wrote using colors obtained from plants. Ink made by mixing together gum, soot and water was also used. It took thousands of years for man to develop a script. As his experience and knowledge increased, he began to use different forms of writing. He began to record the events that took place around him. Accounts of court proceedings were written down. Many kings had their edicts, decrees, and deeds engraved on stone or copper plates. Over a period of time, many forms of literature developed. Plays, poems, travelogues were written. Scientific writing also developed. All this is included in written sources. Oral sources. Some compositions are passed on from one generation to the other by way of information or rote learning. This material is preserved for generations, though it is not in the written form. This material comprises oral sources. Folk tales, folk songs, composition like ovies are all part of oral sources. Now, let us study the sources of ancient Indian history. We learn about the ancient period of Indian history through archaeological excavations. The information obtained through them is especially important for the period for which no written sources are available. We learn about a person's age, gender from the human bones that are excavated. The relics of towns give us an idea of the roads, houses, buildings, and town planning of that period. Vedic literature, the epics of Ramayana and Mahabharata, the Jain and Buddhist religious texts help us understand the ancient history of our country. Stone inscriptions and the accounts of foreign travelers also prove useful for this purpose. Inscriptions on copper plates bear references to the grants given during the reigns of different rulers. They record the time, place, and occasion when that particular donation was made. Coins also offer us evidence about ancient history. Some coins carry the names of the rulers. The metal content of the coin tells us about the economic conditions of that period. Let us begin with precautions to be taken in writing history. It is necessary to take certain precautions while writing history with the help of these sources. We have to determine the period of the excavated articles using scientific methods. It is necessary to verify the excavated evidence with the help of written sources. The evidence of written sources too needs to be examined. It has to be verified against inferences which have proved reliable through other sources. Use of such scientific methods is important in writing history. Now, let us get additional information about the papyrus. The sheets used for writing in ancient Egypt are known as papyrus sheets. They were made from the papyrus plant and were used for important writings. The writing on papyrus sheets is preserved even after thousands of years. Papyrus rolls bearing ancient writing have been excavated in many places in Egypt.